southwest corner of the state. Since 1908, there have been 70 sightings of something monstrous creeping in the woods. One of the latest cases is that of Heather Owens.
Growing up out here in the country in a rural setting was great. I loved it. It's just peaceful, quiet, everybody knows everybody, and I think that's what I like about it.
She was a very active kid. She wanted to be involved in everything, and she pretty much was.
Heather Owen grew up a typical Ozark country kid. Learning to hunt and fish followed soon after learning to walk. And along the way, she heard the legends of the beast that hides in Boggy Creek.
I was always a skeptic. I really didn't pay much attention to the stories about that monster, but I never thought that I would see one.
One fall night, that would change. Rumors would turn into reality.
September 2011, probably around 6 o'clock, got my books, my laptop, and my pencils and paper, and I went over to my friend's house to study with her because she had an English paper due at the same time.
Did you go to the review session last Thursday?
I did not. What was going on in that session?
It was terrible. You didn't miss much. I don't think it will help me at all on this test either.
I kept hearing a dog barking. And so probably after 20 minutes of this dog barking, I asked, why is it barking? And she said, oh, she just wants in. She sees the lights on. So annoying. Around midnight, I gathered up my laptop, my books, and put them in my car. Outside, I noticed that it was very strangely quiet. I didn't hear no crickets, no cows, nothing. No noise. Kind of like a real white, almost kind of eerie night. I pulled out of the driveway and I had my radio going because I usually put my radio as loud as I can. And I was just driving down the road like I normally would.
What was normal was about to take a radical turn.
What catches my eye is that I see this thing slouched over or squatting or something, and all of a sudden it stands up. And the roll of hay goes about mid-chest to it. The monster's chest was very, very wide, about 3 feet. I'm 5 foot, so I'd say he'd be about 8 feet tall. It kind of looks at my car, goes about like that, looks at it again, and then darts off. After I got the good glimpse, he ran into a thicket across the road, and I didn't see him. He was gone. I was sitting there thinking to myself, what did I just see? What just happened?
And it might not be over. She was there alone, and all her windows were down. Heather was no longer sure what was there or not. But she knew she had to leave and make it to the one person who would understand.
She was just practically screaming out at me. Very high-pitched voice, and her words were running together. I told her to slow down and just wait, slow down. And we went through this process about 2 more times until I heard her come out plain as if that she had just seen about monster. I was scared. I was frightened that something bad could have happened to her.
2 days later, after the incident happened, we went down there during the daytime. My mom wanted to see where I had the sighting. I didn't have any doubts. I knew what I seen. I think all the time of what would have happened if I had actually hit it.
what he would have done.
Heather Owen has joined the growing legion of believers in the existence of the Fouke Monster. The sightings have been clustered in southern Arkansas, and they describe the creature as tall and ape-like.
They looked rather large, and their arms was swinging. Their arms was longer than past their knees, and was looking back over his right shoulder at me.
Some with close encounters have reported a hideous stench.
Well, it smelled like old wet dog hair, maybe something sort of dead. It was awful. I mean, it was really grotesque.
Others have recounted a scream, like a panther in heat. A few have even seen glowing red eyes the size of silver dollars.
Sometimes seeing the monster for the very first time is a very frightening experience. The very first thing they always say is, don't tell anybody, or don't mention my name.
For the believers, there's a safe haven in Fouke. A diner that dishes out generous helpings of monster lore.
When a person tells me they've spotted something that's so above the ordinary, I don't know whether I'm in a position to say, you've got to be lying. You didn't see anything like that. Now, it's easy for me to do that, but I'm not one of those kind of persons who just dismisses what a person says.
Skeptics, say, you don't believe this, do you? Well, as someone who's interviewed countless people who believe they saw something unexplainable, at the end of the day, I come away with the belief that these people actually saw something they couldn't explain, something that frightened them.
Now, one local Ozark hunter says his belief has turned into proof.
When you see it for the first time, it changes your outlook on what you think you know and everything that you've been told in your life.